Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Welcome back to another stream from Mr. Singh, your very own best friend forever. All right. How was the London session, guys? How was London session trading? Let's just get rid of a couple of things, clean up the charts a little. So lovely. Lovely. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Yara. Oh, hello, Osiris, brother. Hello. And Kumar. Hello. How is everyone? So, where we are in the market? Well, we are in no man's land. Not really, but yeah. What I'm looking at right now is that the draw on liquidity is pretty clear. That's your all-time high. It's very, very clean draw on liquidity. There is no objection about it. I'm not saying that, oh, it could go this way or it could go that way. There is no confusion overall. So the draw on liquidity is very clear. The only concern I have right now is this lack of displacement above these highs. Now, since we have lack of displacement above these highs, we need to be a bit more critical about where this market really wants to head towards. Logically, this market should be going higher, but I would not be surprised if we start coming lower to tap into maybe this fair value gap or this bigger gap before bouncing up again. So want to be sure about where the market wants to go, and based on that, want to make a decision on how this market will trade. Also, producer, if you don't mind tweeting out the YouTube link as well, would be great. By the way, we got shadow banned on Twitter, so Twitter decided that we need to be shadow banned for some apparent reason. And yeah, so I have raised a review with them. So hopefully it will be cleared off and our Twitter account will again be able to do its slow growth that it has been doing. But let's see. It's all hopeful. So yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, so 8 minutes to open. As I said, the market on 4 hourly and 6 hourly is looking quite dicey. It's like, it wants to go for that liquidity, but why can't it just go and reach for it? It's what, 200 points away. I'm not really sure. I really want to see how the market opens. I really want to keep an eye on if the market goes below this liquidity or this low, how does it behave below this low? Does it just go below this low and just push up again? If that is the case, great. If not, then well, we'll have to make a decision on what needs to be done, whether we try to take a long from up here or we try to take a short, plan a short somehow. So not really clear. I've already had 4.3 hour today, so I'm not going to be taking too much of risk. I'll maybe risk around $300-400. So maybe two trades, $200 each max. That would be my thought process. But yeah, overall, the market doesn't look bad. It's very bullish. We had a lovely, on last Thursday, we had a lovely turtle soup. I talked about this in my morning brief on last Wednesday, that I was talking about that there could be a turtle soup here. And we did turtle soup. We went a bit lower than what we expected, but then the bounce out of it was crazy good. So again, the moral of the story comes down to the same thing. Be prepared for both sides of the market. Even when we were down here, everyone was bearish. I was like, there is a bullish case that can happen. Right? Since I was prepared for that bullish case, I was able to farm my trades out of here all this way up. If I wouldn't have been prepared for it, then what would have happened? I would have been waiting for trades to come, opportunities to present. If nothing happens, then it is what it is, kind of a story. But overall, I was prepared for that. And as of now, what I'm prepared for is that if we start selling off, I'm prepared for the market to go basically inside of this fair value gap. Right, this is the lowest I want market to go, so somewhere around 400 mark, 33. So that's a $400 move. I'm prepared for that, but I think it's going to be bullish. It's going to go towards the highs, and that's where the most of the liquidity is lying right now. So that's that. Let's quickly look at 1 hourly, which was looking dead a while back and still looking dead. This could get interesting. So if we leave a fair value gap here, I don't mind us. Okay, this is really interesting because there's this order block as well, which I want to keep an eye on, and then let's see whether we leave a fair value gap or not. But this looks beautiful. This looks interesting. So I want to see how 1 hourly pans out. A lot will be answered out of this 1 hourly whether we leave a fair value gap or not, whether we bounce out of this order block or not. So a lot will happen here. Let's see the 5-minute chart. So I think London low is now gone. Let's get rid of all this. So London low is taken, right? And the market is reacting nicely off it. It's starting to trade above true day open, just below London Q1 low. Okay. So any longs that are to be happening, it's going to be a fun session, I think. It's not going to be an easy session. I want to keep an eye on this area. So this is the area of importance for me. I want to keep an eye and see how the market reacts there, what the market really wants to do in that area. If the market is bullish, we'll just propel through it. And if not, then maybe we'll have to look for a short. But that would be my point of rejection. As of now, you would be betting bullish because of this BPR right here and the retest. So I know there are equal lows on Asia, but even this push could not basically go and take Asia. So I'm just a little surprised on why it didn't do that. I'll take a pre-market trade here. Very low risk, and the stops will be underneath of this fair value gap. To be honest, you can put it underneath here. $40 stop, that's not bad. And I'll aim for like this high all the way and take a TP as soon as I can. So how much? 43. So into 2. So I can take 3. And so MNQ, right? Yeah, MNQ. So just giving it one more candle. 27. So yeah, let's give it one more candle. Let's see if this candle can close above 38.28 as well. So 13 seconds. It's a risky trade. So if you don't want to take, don't take this. You don't really have to. I just feel, so I want it to close above this London low. Sorry, this 38.28 line. Yeah, if it closes above, so that closed below. So I need a candle to close above it. Kind of true day open, just close above true day open. That's what I'm waiting for. To be honest, drawn liquidity is still those equal lows at Asia. So it's a risky trade. It's a risky one. You know what? I'm going to wait. Let it be. I'm not taking this. So I'm not taking this trade. It's basically because of this. So let's go to a little higher time frame. So this expansion, this was the initial consolidation. Even though this is an expansion, and for me this is a beautiful expansion, the rejection is not looking too good. So I would want to see what it does if it goes lower. If it goes above this high, so if it goes above there, then yes, maybe I'll take a long. But until it does that, yeah, I think I'll just stay out. ES quite strong. I don't trade ES. I don't want to put get my hands dirty with ES. Like there's not going to be much SMT apart from local high SMTs. So I'm not worried about it. So the only reason I'm concerned is basically this accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution to the downside. And that would take us to New York AM low for yesterday. So I just want to see what the market does. So it's 1 minute left. So 10 seconds to be honest. So let's see what the market really wants to do. There comes the open, push down, good one. We didn't take that trade. Thank God we didn't take that trade. Now going for that Asia low, which is right over here. Let's see what happens after the sweep. This is the level that I'm looking for. That's a good bullish candle as of now. So just gonna wait and see what happens after the sweep of liquidity. Would be nice if we could get a short all the way down to the daily FVG inverse. It would be nice, obviously. I mean, for a short, I want the price to go higher first. Take out, like, go to this 3800 area. Until that happens, like, we can get a continuation short on the downside, but let's see. Like, this will be one massive stop loss if you were to plan over here. No, it's not bad, to be honest. Let's see. Let's just wait and watch. Let the market do its thing. Or you could plan a short from like this fair value gap if we get a retest of that, and just targeting this liquidity for 2 hours. But then again, the confirmation will be much lower. So you'll not really get a trade. You'll just, yeah. Let's see. Nothing yet. The Dow is mooning like a meme coin. Dow does play like that, Trader J. Dow does play like that. Dow is very much like, it is a meme coin when it comes to indices. It just pushes too quickly. I want this liquidity to be taken. I really want this to be taken. Oh, by the way, we have a giveaway today. I forgot. It's a 150K standard account with Humble Funding. So again, it's the same thing. People with the best question get nominated, and then you guys end up voting for it. So there is still a giveaway. People with the best question gets nominated, and then you vote for the winner. So yeah, feel free to ask questions right now. Who's leading? Hamza never comes up with question. He comes up with statements, so he can never win. So there's no question yet. What about sweeping Asia low first and then go up? So that's it. There goes the liquidity. I really want us to leave a fair value gap here. I really want us to leave a fair value gap, and I want to basically then invert it. I'm happy for it to go a little further lower. I'm completely okay with that. Are we basically digging up the 90-minute FVG now? Yeah, the 90-minute FVG is a little lower, but I think if we reverse from here, I'm happy. Fucking leave a fair value gap, please. Oh, fuck you. So we wait. There's no fair value gap yet, but the liquidity is gone, so that's a good thing. So for new people who are on the stream, guys, ask questions. There's a 150K funded account giveaway, and the best question wins. So bro is saying, what is the most common mistakes trader make when trading FVG, IFVG reaction, high quality versus low quality retracement into? The biggest problem is after 2 minutes, you will get to know. I'm going to wait for the inversion of this order block right over here. Once the order block is inverted, that's when I'll basically enter. Or this could be a nice entry as well. Let's see. So that's the sweep confirmation. Cool, that's the sweep confirmation. There it goes. Let's see what it does now. Stops will be placed here. Come on, come down. Yeah. So still waiting on this 2 minute to confirm, but I'm basically trying to time the entry on 15 seconds if I can. We can get a turtle soup as well on this, so I'm just gonna wait. Like, just give it time. Let it give a confirmation first. Not yet. By the way, I'm not in a trade yet, so still waiting for a confirmation. I'm gonna enter a trade over here. Stops will be below this. So I'm going to target all the way up. So let's see. Let's see what we get. I'll take the questions, guys. Give me like 5-10 minutes. I'll come to all the questions. Sorry. I'll be a bit quick with the SL with this. So please pardon my speed if you get stuck. Not bad for price action, but I would have expected a little bit more because we are coming off the equal lows. I would have expected it to push a bit faster, especially above this fair value gap over here on the 15 seconds, because I want the 2 minute candle to quickly go and close outside of this. If it can't, then that's a problem. Then we are stuck in the trade, which is fine. Like, I mean, it's a 1 hour loser. That's completely okay. But I will see what it does on when it reaches the top side of it, which it hasn't yet. It still hasn't like hit the top and grabbed all that liquidity. It's just grabbing internal liquidity as of now and just playing around with that. So I want to see what happens when it goes towards the upside and try to grab that liquidity, or if it ever wants to do that. Maybe the stop should have been just below this, but that's fine. We had back-to-back fair value gaps, so it's okay. All right, so the questions went away. So I'll take the questions once I've moved my stops a little, so don't worry. All the questions I'm getting, I'm going to answer them each one by one. We had that fair value gap. This is the 1 minute one, if I'm not mistaken. No, the 2 minute one BPR. So let's see what reaction we are getting. Going to get from this BPR. Are we going to close below it, above it? Where do we want to close? And that's the turtle soup on the previous low. Do we push further down? Yes, we did. Let's see what it wants to do now. I'm waiting for one more sweep. Yeah, one more sweep can happen. I mean, but the turtle, that's why I put my stops here, like, because this low was around. So if the market wants to perform a turtle soup, it could perform it on this as well. And if there is one more sweep, I'll take another trade. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, I don't want to overcomplicate it. Like by, oh, let's wait. I mean, sometimes you don't pull the trigger. You're just in that waiting state, and your brain goes like, oh, I'm gonna wait, and the trade just goes, and you're like, oh fuck, I was still waiting. I don't like that state of mind. I like, if I see a trade, I enter a trade. What's the worst thing that can happen when you take a trade? You're wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. I don't mind not being wrong. So yeah, for me, it doesn't matter. I mean, I think I've been wrong more than I've been right. So just take it. I take all those things with a pinch of salt and be like, yeah, fine. So it's very simple, Hamza. If you want to make money, you have to risk money. If you don't risk money, then there are two things that will happen. Either you will blow accounts thinking that when you miss the move, you'll be like, oh fuck, I missed the move, and then you'll blow your accounts. Or the second side of it is you have not taken the trade, and now you're basically you're like can't pull the trigger ever. You're just stuck there looking at the charts. Well, first of all, I hate just looking at the charts. Like, it's the most boring job one can have. Like, I call those people analysts. They're not traders. They try to call themselves traders, but they are really not traders. They are just analysts who are sitting there in front of the screen all day and can do good analysis. But when it comes to trading, they're fucking shit. To be honest, fucking horrible, not just shit. And for me, what's important is I see a move, I see something, just fucking pull the trigger. What's the worst case scenario is I lose. And that is what risk management is for, isn't it? That if you lose a X amount of money, you don't lose more than that. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Once I go above this order block, I want to move my stops, but it doesn't want to go above the order block. That's the fucking problem. And answer your questions as well. So both the things depend on this. I'd love BOS here with the FVG easy game. Yeah. Break of structure is kind of confirmed on this time frame, at least. Like, I think, yeah, break of structure is confirmed on this time frame. You're still waiting for like a change of character, which will be somewhere around here, I think. So we have gone out of that. We want a closure outside. So we want the next 1 minute candle to be bullish. It would be good if it is. Where are you wanting to TP? First TP will be previous day high, Hamza. So because it will be the underside retest of the previous day high, so I'll take one contract off and move my stops to break even straight away over there. Second TP will be the highs over here, and third TP is 31,101. That's my like last target. You can also, like, if you don't want that to be done, you can just measure this. And if that was the case, I would be aiming for 31024 as the final target. So instead of 6.6 hour, it will be around 4.95 hour. It's totally up to you how you want to trade. I mean, if we go there, I'll just start getting very, very itchy with my stop loss. We haven't closed outside, so that's not good. That's not at all good. I don't like that. We needed to close outside. Can't move my stops yet. Okay, let's take some questions. I've taken a few. Would be nice if we get a shot all the way. Okay, that I've taken. Okay, so this is a good question coming from Mr. Bro Osiris. What is the most common mistake? Okay, so I'll put the question out there. It will hide the trade. It's too big a question, so I'll just answer it like this. So the problem that happens with most of the traders is that they start looking at fair value gaps everywhere. So they're like, oh, fair value gap, oh, fair value gap. Every time they see a fair value gap, they basically get excited and they start thinking about trades from there, right? You have to remember, fair value gaps are only important in the right location. So like POIs, OTE. So a fair value gap in an OTE of a range or an impulse is good. You should use that. Now, before a liquidity sweep, there was a fair value gap. That is an important fair value gap. Why? Because that was the last displacement that occurred in the market before the liquidity was taken. So you have to kind of see where exactly in the price action that fair value gap has formed. You cannot just take any fair value gap and be like, oh, this is an important fair value gap, oh, that is an important fair value gap. So that's the most crucial thing that I would say. People don't realize how to use them. You need to kind of see location, context of how that fair value gap is being formed. Now, why is this fair value gap important? Why do you think market just pipped into this and just bounced off? Because this was responsible for the sweep of Asia low, the equal lows. All the liquidity was taken by this fair value gap and by this order block. That's why this order block is being stubborn. It's not like this is the most important order block on the chart. No, it is being stubborn because it led to an important event, right? So You need to see the market from that perspective. What is it that's responsible for an important event in the market? Is it a specific fair value gap, or is it an order block, or is it a breaker block? Those are the most important things that you should always look for, and how that those things occur is what you should always look for. All right, I think that's a good answer. I'll give myself 10 on 10 for that. So HM is saying, why do you use 2-minute chart so much? Because 1 minute sometimes can be a bit cluttery, brother. That's the only reason. I mean, I like to. It's my lucky number. I mean, that the only reason is because 1 minute can get a bit cluttery at times when I want clearer. It's simple. It's the same saying, right? HTF basically dictates. For a 1 minute time frame, HTF is what? 2 minute. It's a higher time frame, right? Comparatively. And I'm a 15-second trader. I basically outline this entry is not based off 2 minute. This entry is based on 15-second time frame. My stops were placed there for 15-second time frame, right? So for me, 2 minute time frame is a lot higher time frame than 15 seconds. So that's why I prefer to use 2 minutes, or sometimes even 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Again, if there is no closure outside, this will scare the fuck out of me. And obviously, even if there is no closure, we have created a new high. No, we haven't. We have, kind of. I'll wait for another candle, but then I'll move my stops here, just reduce my risk completely. Okay, the next question is from M83508. What is turtle soup? Turtle soup is a liquidity event in which you have a liquidity right over here, which the market created, and then the market left that liquidity. Later on, you come down to sweep that liquidity. You take that liquidity, you come back inside, and then you go on to retest that liquidity. Now, this is basically what you call over here is what you call a turtle soup. It's a turtle soup entry. It's just a fucking thing that Mr. ICT gave. And I mean, I should not say fucking when I'm taking his name, because I've learned a lot from, his concepts. So this is what turtle soup is. If you will start looking at it in a different picture, it's nothing, basically a inverse head and shoulder formation on a diagonal trend line. So if you will see, that's it. Shoulder, head, shoulder. That's exactly what it is. But, or a descending triangle, which is failing on the downside and then pushing higher. It's nothing. It's just a chart pattern structure which forms. It's called turtle soup because we are trading liquidity and all that shit. So we want to give it a fancy name, and we gave it turtle soup. It's not me who gave it, by the way. So I'm not going to take credit for it. Okay, so now I've gone long. Bro is saying how to distinguish between a displacement opening session that is likely to continue and one that is liquidity grab volatility. What do traders overlook? What happens most of the time, Osiris, is that people see price going in one direction and they are like, oh, it's going to keep going. What you should always look for is how the market is reacting to all these, areas that it's leaving, all the POIs or fair value gap, order blocks, and all those things. What is the market doing when it's trying to enter those areas? That's the most important thing. There's nothing more important than that. So if the market is really bullish, it will sweep liquidity and invert all those things very quickly. In this case, exactly that's what happened. We went up, came down, and then pushed high, retested the fair value gap, that is the BPR in this case, or inverted fair value gap in this case, and then we are trying to push higher. So if it is a bullish market, it will do something like this. If it is a bearish market, it will respect it and it will start dumping. So just small things which people a lot of times miss, and they basically enter a trade because the market is kind of moving a bit quicker when the market open happens or session opens. So yeah, just remember, look for POIs and how the market is reacting when it's close to those POIs. That will save you a lot of money, loads of time. All right. Okay, where are you? I've answered. Does an EQH formed 3 months ago carry the same liquidity weight as an EQH formed last week? Depends on the time frame, number one. Number two, the EQH that formed last week is more important. Any recent price action has more importance than older price action. Now, this concept of support resistance, where everyone is taught that, oh, an older support, see how long it has held, oh, fuck this shit, fuck that shit. That doesn't work, guys. It's all concepts which are basically just put out there so that it gets easier, and it becomes an easier entry point for new people who are entering trading, right? It doesn't really work. Okay, I'll be very honest with you. It's not something that really works. Okay, so please always remember the most recent price action has the most weight, because that's the sentiment of the market at that point of time. Other than that, whatever happens before, it's the older sentiment. Why did you think someone went on to invent EMAs when SMAs were already there? SMAs was there, right? It's so simple. Simple moving average, sum of each point of price divided by the number of points. Why the fuck do we want to invent something called an EMA? Because recent price action is more important. Why? Because there is more recent news, there is more recent stuff that's happening. So always more importance to it. Nothing else matters, right? That's the most important. Bancon group, man, where have you been? I've been missing you. Where have you been, Bancon? It's been so long. Oh, I miss you. But hey, welcome back. Since you're an expert in prop firms, based on your strategy, do you have any fixed percentage of your payouts that you use to purchase new ones? Well, depends on how much my wife is shopping. So if her shopping bill was very high, then most likely I'm not going to allocate anything. If her shopping bill was a little lower, then whatever money is left goes towards the business. At the end of the day, it's a business, it's nothing else. I need to see what my expenses are in terms of my lifestyle, in terms of my life. After that, whatever is left, I put it back into business, because I did not come into trading just to be like, I make money and I just keep saving it. I don't believe in the word saving. I believe in the word spending. Because my father taught me a very simple thing. If you learn how to spend money, you will always find ways to make more. Okay, so that's my way of living life. If I get paid out, I want to spend it. I want to buy stuff. I want to do things that I really want to do. And whenever and whatever is left, then I use that money in the business, as for Squid traders, for other businesses that I have, the money flows there. But that's a good question. Really appreciate. Not a lot of people go on to ask such questions. Psychology is as important, not just from a perspective of trading, from a perspective of how to live your life as a businessman. People don't understand that. So Gomez is saying, when the equal lows were present at the Asia low, even when the market moved the opposite direction towards all-time high with displacement. Well, that's a good question, Gautam. Why did the market push towards other direction when equal lows were present downwards? I have no fucking clue, brother. In the morning call that we had this today, I was talking about those equal lows as well, right? And I wanted the market to go sweep them, but I said one thing in the morning call. It could very well happen that the market might push higher to sweep those lows into the New York session, and then the New York session expands. If you remember, Gautam, I said this thing. The reason was because sometimes what market wants to do is it wants to grab the liquidity for all the late longs, bring them down, close their long positions, push it down, bring more shorts into the market, people who will be going short here, and then really go do the real move once the market is open. So if you will see logically, the market has not, New York session opened the same place as Asia opened. So the market did not really move throughout the New York or London as such. This is the real move of the day that's going to happen now. Whether it is downside or upside, I don't care, because it's stalling right now. So I feel I might be stuck in a trade in which I can't move my stops because there is no fair value gap on at least 2 minutes. On 1 minute, there is a tiny one over here. So I personally, I would want to move my stops to break even, but I want to move it once I take TP. I'll see 1 or 2 candles. If they are kind of not good, I'll move my stops to break even, because I'm not liking this stalling nature of the market above these highs. You should be accelerating above these highs, not stalling, right? So I'm just going to give it some time and see what it does. But again, I think I explained it this morning. So you're not getting brownie points for that question for the giveaway. Stephen, if the NQ history has always been growth over time, has every weekly or daily opening gap been filled? Again, a misconception. Right? Well, in crypto, what really stream? Is my stream working? Everything good, guys? You can see my screen? Okay. So in crypto, what really happened is that some bunch of people, they bought some Bitcoin and they bought some stuff and they got rich. All right. They knew shit about trading, or and technical analysis as a whole. And obviously you learn on the job, that's part of the game. Like I can become a truck driver not knowing driving, and I learn on the job, bang into some cars here and there. Because I have a lot of money and a good insurance, I can get my truck repaired because I have made some money somewhere else, and it basically can work out in my favor. But most of the crypto people that I have seen and talked to, they don't really know technical analysis from the perspective of theoretical technical analysis. They know technical analysis from the perspective of, oh, I want to trade this meme coin, I'm going to look at this, I'm going to look at that, there's a triangle, there's a rectangle, there is this head and shoulder, right? That's not exactly how it works. When you talk about gaps, there are 5 different types of gaps. Number 1 is obviously opening gap, your normal opening gap where the market comes back into it, taps it and pushes out. Number 2 is acceleration gaps. There are 2 types of this. So there is one FPG acceleration gap that I use, but then there is an acceleration gap in which the market is consolidating, then it creates a gap, pushes out and retests it to push higher. Okay. And then there are gaps in which the market never comes back to retest them, right? There are different types of gaps. So if you have time, and it's very easy nowadays, you have ChatGPT, just go to ChatGPT and ask this question: what are the different types of opening gaps in the market? And it will tell you exactly all the 5 types. And each one of them is different, and you can kind of find them out. Based on the volume that came into the market at the open, you can find out what sort of a gap it is, right? So do that. It's a good exercise for you to learn as well. Okay, so HM says very high resistance right now, no FE. Yeah, exactly, HM. That's what I was saying. I'm not really liking this move because there's not been any fair value gap apart from this small one, which is about to be inverted, being left. So yeah, I am not liking this price action. I mean, I want to move the stops, but I'm trying to think, where do I move that stop? If we close this candle above this fair value gap, then I'll move it to the low of this. Okay, I'm going to move the stops under true day open. Yeah, that's my trade basically in profit now. I don't want market to come below it ever again. That would be my theory. Most of the time theory doesn't work. All right, so next question, always here, different account ban. Oh, you're banned. So yeah, CCRC I40 says, that's a bloody big one. So let me just read it like this. If price is constantly shifting between AMD and the 2022 ICT model, how do you objectively differentiate between manipulation, sweep, that is... Okay, that's a brilliant question. Okay, that's a good question. I think his next question is a continuation of the same question. So I'm going to read that as well. A liquidity gap grab before continuing the original direction versus a distribution sweep that is actual start of new daily trend. So what do you want to see? Like at the end of the day, any sort of AMD or any sort of price action, what is the most important thing that tells you whether this is a true move or not? It's displacement. When the market is sweeping liquidity, it's going to leave some sort of POIs in the process, right? Going towards it or after it. And that's what you're trying to look for. Your POIs are going to tell you whether the price action that you are really trying to trade here, is it even worth trading or not? So I'm stopped on this for a small coffee break. But yeah, I'm just going to wait and see what happens now. This was not really a good price action, so that's fine. Still stopped in profit, so not down, just chill now. But yeah, let me take that question now. So what you're looking for is whether the market is displacing or not. That is going to answer most of your question, most of the questions that you have with whether it's a good sweep or not. If the market is displacing, what you will see is, okay, let's see an example of displacement. Okay, so there is London Q1 high, right? If the market is displacing, what do we see happen? The market creates a fair value gap and then creates another one, right? This is confirmed displacement. But on the other side, when the market swept the New York PM high over here, what did you see? Why do you know it's not confirmed yet? That it left one fair value gap at the break, right? But it did not leave a single fair value gap after that. There is no follow through in the market at that point of time. So that gives you an understanding that there is not much displacement happening, even though candles are bullish, but there is no fair value gap being left behind. That confirms displacement. And then it comes back, right? Again, over here, you come, you push, but then come back and said, leave fair value gap, push, no fair value gap, nothing. And then over here is the first time you leave a fair value gap. So over here, if you really thought that the market will go higher, this is where you can say, hey, this might push higher. Not until then. So you need to see whether the market has gone above or below a liquidity and what is it doing after that. That is what will answer your question about whether the market is truly bullish or bearish. All right. Okay. What do you think about splitting your evals into groups and trade them separately with higher risk? Could do that, Po. I think you can. I mean, you can do that. But why, isn't it more or less gambling then? Because you're basically saying, oh, I'll have 5 tries to gamble with higher risk. I would rather take one risk, A plus setup with higher risk. Like, that's my thought process. Trade it together. Why split it? Like, I'm literally trading 30 accounts at the same time right now. So that $100 is really around $80 that I made in the last trade, just multiplied by 30. So that break even is not really break even. All right. So just, yeah. Okay. I trade my combine separately, but XFA on copy trader. I'm giving the trade breathing room. So Moonyarding is saying, this is so true what you are saying. There are so many trading dues on their YouTube channels. Yeah, man, it's just crazy. It's I realized this when I entered this industry. Like, I was not part of this industry ever. Producer, can you get rid of the Discord QR code scan, please? It's pissing me off. Get rid of that, please. Thank you. Like, for me, when I entered this industry, I was surprised on certain asks that I had to do. And I was like, why? Like, give trades. Why should I give trades? Like, for me, it doesn't make sense. I don't want to give trades. Fucking learn yourself. I'm here to give my analysis, not my trades. And I've been very clear for people who are with me in Whale Room. I was honest to each and every one of you. I don't want to give trades. Right? You kept asking me, do the London session. I'm like, I don't want to. Because I would rather teach someone how to fucking fish than give them the fish every day and ask them to pay me $40 a month, $50 a month. No, I really don't want that recursive income because I trust myself enough to make money. So, and most of the people that I see, I have a Telegram group, come to my Telegram group, get funded. I'm like, fuck you. If you were this good, mate, trust me, you will not be giving away your trades. Like, never ever will I give my trades to someone. Even the mentees know this, that I don't give my trades. I know they are sometimes pissed why I don't do that, but it's for their own fucking good. Because if I start doing the day I start doing that, they will be so dependent on me that they will never learn. So anyone, those 22 people, I don't have like viewership like 200, 500 people. I have 22 people watching me. But one small thing that I can tell each one of you 22 people, learn how to do it rather than joining groups that tell you that we'll give you trades, because they make you handicapped, right? It's like sitting in a wheelchair and asking someone to take you for a walk in the park. Rather work on yourself so that you can have a fucking run. Fuck you. I'm not stingy, bro. Fuck you, bro. I mean, I want the best for you. Like, it's, for me, my mentees are my family, right? They are very close to me, each one of them, and they know this. Like, if they have to talk to me, they can drop me a message and I'll give them a call. I want the best for them. I want one day that they all are, printing. That's my goal. I don't get anything. I only get paid for my time. So that's all I want for that. Like, pay me for my time. That's all. But yeah, it's stupid. I mean, I was looking at Twitter. I made a tweet this morning. If somebody would have seen, I was like, because I was not on Twitter before, at least financial Twitter, and I made an account and followed a few people. And next thing I realized that each one of them is just fucking posting quotes all fucking day. What everyone is doing is they're replying to each other's fucking tweets, and they're posting, all are fucking posting quotes. I'm gonna post a quote, he's gonna reply. He's gonna post a quote, I'm gonna reply. And I'm like, where the fuck is your PNL, you motherfuckers? Show me how much money you made. And it's, I mean, I have to play the same game, because if I want followers, I have to do the same thing. But it's so fucking weird. It's so fucking weird. And I literally got bored of that, and I'm like, fuck this shit. That's why I posted my PNL there. I'm like, and also because Po told me that I need to be a little bit of a show off. So Po was like, oh, if you want followers, fucking show them your PNL and they'll come. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, just show your PNL. So I started showing off my PNL. And every time I put a message about my PNL, this guy sends a message in the VIP chat, fucking show off. I'm like, what the fuck? You only asked me to do it. So I'm not liking this PA, guys. Yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, there is a trade. I can see the trade. I'm liking the trade, but I am not liking the way what price is doing right now. So I'm gonna give it 10 more minutes. I'm gonna be with you guys because I have to announce the winner. I have to do the voting and all that shit. So I'll give 5 more minutes for good questions if there are any. Otherwise, we'll close the question sessions and we'll do the do the winners. That's why I don't post my PNL. I know I have my detectives behind you, Po. What's the downside of being the smartest and the most handsome person in the trading room? Well, the downside of being the smartest and the most handsome person in the trading room is jealousy. And who are you? Who are you gonna be smart for? That's the thing as well, right? Bro, I mean, Osiris, who are you gonna be smart for? At the end of the day, trading is a very solo game. My PNL is my PNL. I don't care about whether you know it or not. It's a very, very lonely game. You need to be very, very smart to do what you're doing, very disciplined as well at the same time. I mean, not from a perspective of discipline. I mean, take the same risk every time, follow just one strategy and all that bullshit. No, by discipline, I mean your life should be disciplined. You should know when to get up. That's the most important thing. Once you realize when to get up, your life becomes very good. You make a lot of money. Most of the people lose money because they don't know when to get up. So I might take a trade here, but I'm just waiting for another push higher. So once this candle closes, I'll take another opportunity on this from here and just aim again, just go for that 31,000 area. So waiting for it to close. This will be my last try. So cool. And there's the closure. Okay, push down, react. Just a second. Let's see how it reacts here. Because I'm happy to enter over here. I want to see the reaction. Sorry, 1 second. I'll take the questions again. Okay, I'm gonna enter this. So stop below this low. Entry is here. So let's see, if this doesn't work, then I'm done for the day, and most likely we'll come back tomorrow and see where the markets are. Or where did it put my stop limit? 31,000, please. All right. So sorry, CCRC, I missed your question. I answered your question. So let me read it again if I missed something. Okay, I'm going to go Hamza first. At what point will I switch bearish? I will not switch bearish, Hamza. Why the fuck do you want to switch bearish? I'd rather not trade than take a short trade here. Like, why? The higher time frame is bullish. You want to basically just wait for lower time frame to be in the same direction as higher time frame. I would rather just trade bullish trades instead of trying to trade bearish trades. There's no fucking use of doing that, bro. Just wait. Let the market resolve itself, and if it gives you an opportunity to the upside, great. If it doesn't, then that's fine. Just move on. Okay, I'm going to read your question again and see if I haven't answered it. If I haven't, I'll take it again. Yeah. If price is constantly shifting and the 2021, how do you objectively differentiate between? Yeah, as I said, I think I answered it. It's more about displacement, whether you're displacing above that high or low or not. If you're not displacing, if you're not leaving fair value gaps after you have swept, it's not about what happened before. It's about once you have swept liquidity, what happens then? If you do not leave fair value gaps once you sweep liquidity, that means it's manipulation. Okay, that means that is what manipulation really is. In the distribution leg, you will see that you basically, and on the obviously the distribution is the reversal leg. All right, so make sure that that's the important part. All right, so this distribution leg is basically once the manipulation has occurred, when the manipulation is complete and you know it's manipulation, that's when the distribution is going to start. So you just wait for that. So not looking good. This one, good push up. I like it. Okay. We're still respecting that order block. That's the fun part. Like we turned it into a breaker block and we have just respected it nicely. And we have done a turtle soup on this low. So I don't want this to go down here for sure. It's just about waiting and letting it decide when it wants to push. So let's see. All right. We have the 1 minute inversion in FEG. And so I think it'll move from here. Let's see. Let's see if it wants to move, it will move. It's not so much the PNL that matters, but that your trade idea worked and the reasoning behind it. Exactly. Exactly, Ice Cream Mango. You're completely wrong. Because any trade idea working is not going to pay your bills. So at the end of the day, PNL matters, brother. PNL is what matters, not the trade idea. So, I mean, I'm not being funny here. I'm being honest with you, Ice Cream Mango. PNL matters. Once you start making money, your confidence goes up. Your confidence goes up. You are able to take trades that you might have missed before. A lot of things change when you're profitable. When you're unprofitable, you could have the best ideas and not execute them because you're scared of losing. So first thing to remove from a person's mind is the fear of money. So start making money, start getting PNL. Don't be worried about it. And then after that, things get easier. Once that fear of losing is taken out, and you start becoming profitable, you start seeing a good PNL, that's when you turn. Don't listen to Twitter and don't listen to trading gurus like me. The reality is PNL matters a lot. PNL is what pays the bills. PNL is what let you have a payout. PNL is what makes you confident. PNL is what gives you a good life, not a trade idea. So not looking good. I do not like this fucker at all. So fuck it. Now I'm going to go and nominate people for the best questions and then you guys can vote on the winner. All right. I'm going to go to the top of the comments so that I can read everything. So bro had a lot of questions. So Osiris had good questions. So he's nominated today from my side. Then you had Stephen had one good question. CCRC had some good questions, so I'll nominate him as well. So we have two: CCRC, Osiris, and so CCRC, Osiris. Who is the last one? I want the third one. I'm just trying to find. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Bro. So Bro, CCRC, Osiris. Okay, these three. So I'm gonna start the nice little poll. Who wins? Which question do you think, guys, made you learn the most? Okay, that's what you're voting for. So remember. So number one is CCRC. Number two is Bro. And number three is Bangkok. How many accounts do you have, Osiris? There will be 2 entries for you. No, Bangkok is different. He's banned. Okay, my bad. So, okay. So create and start. Show. Okay, guys, go on. Do the voting in comments. It's 1, 2, 3, and yeah, you have 4 minutes to vote. Go on. You have to vote, guys. There's no running away. And don't vote for yourself, please. Come on, go on, go on. Not really liking this fucker. So HM says 2. Okay. Come on, guys, everyone, please vote. Okay, there, it's coming, it's coming. 3. Bro has voted for Bangkok. So nice of you, bro. All right, others, come on. There are 26 people. I need 26 votes. Okay, 1 more minute. I'll keep it open because I'll be stopped out in the next 1 minute and then I can give the winner, and I'm stopped out. So -1 hour for the session. That's fine. And we'll close the streak voting in 3 seconds, 2, 1. And that's about it. Stop the poll. So the winner is Mr. Bro Osiris. Congratulations. You have got yourself a 150K standard account. Loads of votes were still flowing for you. So very well done. Very good questions today. And everyone, thank you so much for joining in. Osiris, reach out to me. Yeah, you are my friend on Discord, so you can just send me a message and we will take it from there. Thank you all for joining in and really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please, I beg you, subscribe to the channel. You know, I need to do that, like, subscribe and share shit. But thank you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.